A while back, I did a video on the SunwayFoto L Bracket for my Z9. And at the time, I really thought I'd found a really inexpensive option to provide an L bracket that would allow me to quickly change from horizontal or landscape format to portrait or vertical format. And I have to tell you, I've ditched it, and there's a simple reason. I've ditched it in favor of the Kirk L Bracket. So in short, I just don't think the SunwayFoto L Bracket holds the camera securely in the base plate of your ball head. At first glance, you can't really see any difference in the depth of the grooves of the Sunway versus the Kirk. But as I worked with the Sunway, I found that the camera had a tendency to come out of that tripod mount really easily. I would barely loosen the base plate, and it would come out, and that came back to haunt me when I was working on a beach in Florida earlier this year, and I took a photo and I moved, and as I was setting up, my Z9 fell out of the tripod's mount and hit the sand, and just was covered in sand. I blew it off, which I think was a mistake, and 6 months down the road, I had to send off my Z9 to Nikon to get all the buttons replaced because of sand damage. And it was all because the L bracket simply wasn't securely mounted in the ball head mount plate. And so I immediately I bought a Z8 and bought a Kirk L bracket, and I found that it was way more secure. When I got my Z9 back, I replaced the original SunwayFoto L bracket with the Kirk version, and they're really fairly identical. The Kirk is slightly smaller. It doesn't sit as high on the vertical side. It's a little bit smaller on the part that screws into the vertical grip. But the weight is almost exactly the same, and so there's no huge difference. I did like that I had a little more, I felt like I had a little more versatility on where the plate sat, or the vertical grip sat on the Sunway version. However, I've got plenty to move if I want to move the vertical grip out, or the vertical mount out a little bit on the Kirk. I've still got enough play, and that's fine. But here's one thing I really like about the Kirk model. Not only does it hold the camera more securely, but it's got a little holder for your Allen wrench, and so there's no more digging around in my bag trying to find the right Allen wrench. The Allen wrench is right here. It goes right into the base plate and snaps into place, and so whenever I need to remove the L bracket or test the tightening, the tightness of the L bracket to ensure everything's secure, it's right there, and I don't have to dig around. So out with the SunwayFoto L bracket, in with the Kirk. It's definitely more expensive, but when you're dealing with expensive camera gear, it's definitely worth it. So this is the L bracket I now recommend. I hope this helps make a good decision on the L bracket you use. Be sure and click the subscribe button. And post your comments below. Let me know if you have a Kirk, if you like it, or if you have an alternative that you really like. Post it in the comments, and I'd love to hear what you use for an L bracket.